The next key component of your online course that we want to highlight is the organization and navigation through your course. When you're building your course, you want to keep your students in mind so that way you're thinking about their perspective and how they would be able to find the materials that they need. It is best to keep your formatting consistent and keep the information chunked. We're going to take a look at how Schoology makes it possible to organize your course in ways that make sense for your students. And then just remember as you're building your course that the end goal is to use this course to facilitate your instruction and not just serve as a resource hub with things that the students could look at if they chose to. Now if we look at how it connects to Schoology, Schoology offers the folders as a way to organize your course. And as we said before, we're going to move beyond the basic resource hub with links and things. And you're always welcome to add links and documents, especially as attachments when necessary. But we just don't want to see this huge list of PowerPoint presentations and things that don't serve as like an interactive purpose for the students. So let's take a look at a Schoology course and look at how students are going to navigate and how we can organize our course. So right now I'm just in a demo course where I just threw in a couple different things. When you go into a Schoology course, what's kind of cool is next to any folder icon you'll see this toggle button to basically maximize or minimize the folders that are inside. So I can do that with folders in any level. Alright. If I want to add folders, so if I want to go throughout my year, all I have to do is click on this Add Materials button and then click Add Folder. It's going to ask me for whatever I want to call the folder, and then I can put any instructions or anything like that in. What's pretty cool is that you can basically choose what shows up and what doesn't show up for students. So I can say that I want to create a folder, but I only want to make it effective or showing up for the students on a certain date. And then I can also change my settings to say that I want it published right away. I want to make it, but I don't want the students to be able to see it. I can publish it on a start date, or I can publish it during a date range that I want. So there's a ton of options that you can do, but I wouldn't worry about those options right now. It's just important to know that they exist because essentially what we're going to do is copy stuff over to another course when we're ready to get ready for the upcoming school year. So it's easy to create folders, and what's pretty cool with folders is that you can basically drag and drop whatever you need. So if I decide that this should actually be my first unit, I just click on it, hold it, drag it to another spot. It's also easy for me to drag within folder layers. So I could say, alright, this should actually be inside Unit 1, or I might decide that it should be within Lesson 1. Just be careful when you're dragging and dropping to make sure that sometimes you might think you're putting inside the main folder, but you're actually putting it inside one of the smaller folders as well. And basically, you're going to be able to drag and drop. I can drag specific things into folders as well. So in this case, I didn't actually put it inside a folder, so I would just need to drag it so it's actually showing up within this folder. And you can do a quick check just by minimizing it to see if it disappears. But essentially, as far as organizing your course, this is what it's going to look like. And just some things to keep in mind for how students can navigate through the site. If they click on the Materials button on the left side, that's going to take them to this main course page. If they click on whatever the section is called, that'll take them back to the main course page as well. If the students click on a folder name, and you can do this as the teacher as well, it's going to take them to a page that just has the contents that are within that folder. So this is especially helpful when you're trying to chunk information. And then also notice on Schoology, on the top right corner of the screen, there's a previous and next button. So if you potentially had multiple things in a row that the students would be doing, the students can just use the next button, kind of like you're navigating through this course as you're going through, and they just can keep hitting next as they complete the tasks that they need. If you have any questions about organization, just let us know. And the next thing what you're going to do is take a look at an article that Schoology wrote on different ways that you can think about organizing your course. And I will hope that this will help you with your planning and how you want to get your course set up.